Coalition of Manitoba Cultural Communities for Families is a network of individuals and organizations dedicated to the well-being of Manitoba's diverse cultural communities. Since 2018, CMCCF has been working hard to build relationships of trust between cultural communities so that together they can make their voices heard by policymakers and service providers.
Working with CMCCF has been really exciting. It has brought me in touch and in contact with lots of other people from different communities.
There is a lot of knowledge, a lot of wisdom, a lot of experience.
I have come to realize that the problems are very, very similar. It cuts across all cultural communities in Manitoba.
You do start building trust and you start building support for one another.
CMCCF has been like a glue that is bringing all of these cultural communities together.
Over the past 2 years, through the Intercultural and Intergenerational Diversity and Inclusion Engagement Project, also known as the J.E.D.I initiative, CMCCF has facilitated various opportunities for cultural communities to engage with one another and with service providers and policymakers.
Communities can actually develop public policy and do that on their own, and do that really well because they have the lived experience, but their voices have not been heard.
A lot of times, policies are just implemented without the real in-depth knowledge of cultural communities, how it affects us, what it means to us, what it means to our children coming up.
You've got segmented approaches coming from different branches. And what we wanted to do is bring them together, sit with us, get them to listen to us.
Social services like housing, disability services, as well as healthcare, childcare. These are all areas where we think we should be part of the process.
CMCCF's programs and events aim to bring about authentic engagement, inclusive leadership, and collective impact. We believe that genuine and lasting change to address racism and discrimination can only happen with authentic engagement through deep conversation and storytelling.
Authentic engagement was really an important outcome for us. We started to realize that communities had never been asked the question, what is the future vision of your community and other communities in Manitoba? Our intention over the next couple of months is actually have a consolidated vision statement from community about the future of community going forward.
We were just trying to see what we vision cultural communities to be in the next 5 years, 10 years, and going forward.
This is our image. You see our beautiful sustainable system. Everybody is brought into the table to take decisions and in terms of process. So we have our green space, we have our bell tower here where we all gathered.
And we do actually now have a vision statement that's been created by community. And we're very, very hopeful that becomes a great conversation for us to take forward with policymakers and service providers.
Storytelling to promote empathy and connection has been an essential part of the process.
I had the privilege of actually participating with my sister Zareen on a podcast with Perla when they asked if we would speak about what it was like being born and raised in northern Manitoba in Thompson, this mining town. I thought it was a great opportunity because when you're in an isolated northern town, you're even further removed, even from your own cultural/community group. When people do not know your story, when they do not understand your culture, and more importantly, don't even understand your faith, you're being mislabeled 24/7. I'm still mislabeled, which is okay. That is not the issue. The issue is, does a mislabeling give me privilege or not?
I never really thought to myself about what family values I grew up with until I watched this podcast, and it prompted me to reflect on it. When we listen to others, we learn more about ourselves. And when we understand ourselves, we we find it easier to understand others.
Our work is very much about setting the conditions for other people to be the leaders.
Being a part of Jedi has taught me how to facilitate a group. It's taught me how to lead in a way that I've never had to before. It forced me to be brave. A lot of the times I'd probably take a seat at the back of the room, but this time I was at the front leading. So I had to speak up, I had to listen.
Being part of Jedi, I've learned that my voice matters, that I can take up space and share what I believe.
Let us enjoy this evening, look forward to our future ahead, achievements, and to the exciting opportunities that lie ahead of us. Thank you all for coming.
When we engage separately, I mean, our wants or our needs are lost within the system. But coming together as a coalition of cultural communities, when we speak with one voice.
You know, I find it really a beautiful concept, coming together as an alliance, and not only in impacting our policymakers, but also in conveying the message in our cultural communities that together we can achieve more and we can be stronger.
We're at the place right now as we move forward where we're actually engaging the province of Manitoba.
To be able to meet MPs, the Premier, and have this really shared discussion on the importance of cultural groups that make up specifically Canada and Manitoba was great.
My hope for the future is that this type of work continues. It was so fun to intentionally gather with youth in cultural communities to talk about various experiences.
I would really love to see our programs be included in like Manitoba Start's process of settlement or the government's process of settlement. I think our programs really focus on the individual and helping them find themselves and get settled 100%, not just the physical stuff or the practical stuff like a bank account, stuff like that, but who am I now that I'm in a different country? Who am I now that I am the only Black person in my classroom? Who am I now that I speak completely different from the people around me?
I think there is a pretty deep sense that we're an organization that doesn't judge. We're an organization where people can come, be heard, not be judged, and also feel that people are helping in a sense, ensuring that there's a sense of belonging and caring.
I didn't even realize this was missing until by, whatever luck, I was suddenly brought into this space. We are building or planting seeds for the future.
My hope is that we continue this work so that we make sure that whatever policies are being developed, it includes our input. We are working as a team, not as single communities, which will take forever to achieve anything. But as a team, as a coalition, we are knocking on the doors and we are being listened to. And that's a good thing.
CMCCF.
Hi, my name is Joe Ruiz, and I am a youth facilitator with this. Let's do it again.
It was in early February of this year that I was approached again by Uncle Martin. And he approached me with an opportunity to make the video all of you just saw. And I was told it was for an initiative called Jedi. I was excited at first until I realized that we wouldn't get to see Uncle Martin dressing up as Yoda.
The most important thing is have fun. Enjoy it.
Okay, CMCCF. CMCCFS. I'm done.
Follow us on Instagram, on YouTube. If you have a Twitter, follow us there too. If you have a TikTok, follow us. But engage. We have so many things coming up. Why aren't you a part of it?
At CMCCF.
At CMCCF families, yes.
There's no. CMCC family.
CMCC, oh, CMCC family?